Y'all, hello, what's up? How you doing? I have been on here in Home Skillet 2 years. 2 years. I think. I think. The last video was September of 2017. Home skills, what? It is almost September of 2019, y'all. That is insane. Hello, my name is Riley Bailey Hance, and this is a YouTube channel that I use to verbally process my life, to talk to God, to share what God's been teaching me. Mostly is kind of my jam. I'm a little old school. I still like long form video content, so these might be long videos. I'm sorry, I'm chatty, and that's what I like to do, is learn stuff with God or struggle through something with God and then share it for others to learn and grow from and with. Like right now, I'm in a season where I haven't learned the lesson yet, and I just feel the struggle hardcore. And I just had this idea that I wanted to do a YouTube video. I've not done this in 2 years. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Since then, I've had like a million jobs. Literally in the year of 2018, 2018 alone, I had 6 or 7 jobs. Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? And I'm in the midst of a potential job change this season as well. Right now, I am working for a local nonprofit that is a faith nonprofit in my area, which gets to share Christ with unreached at-risk youth in public schools. So previously, you might be able to go back and see that I was a teacher. I graduated from college, a public university in Iowa. I then graduated and taught in Las Vegas, Nevada for a couple years. It was awesome, and I learned a lot and felt called into ministry, and yeah, not that I don't know where I was going with that. And have been doing that since, kind of, sort of. Worked for a church for a little bit, and that was not my jam. I like sharing Christ and seeing, walking alongside students as they grow, and walking alongside volunteers, and just walking alongside staff. That's been really fun. I've had staff this past year, and a lot of them have transitioned to other positions, and now there's new staff, and my job might be changing. But that actually was unique, and I really liked that. And so, yeah. I don't really have an update besides that because everything's kind of vague. And I might be doing a different, same job, but in a different area. And what's funny is I'm kind of in the exact same place I was this time last year. Have you ever done that before? Like, has God, like, the cool part is this time I'm a totally different person. I don't know if I've shared in the past on here, but my childhood was really not ideal. I don't remember much before. Honestly, I don't really remember a lot before age 18. Years 0 through 11 are pretty much black. 11 through 18 are really fuzzy. I did graduate high school and college, but I don't remember a lot of it. And that's God's grace in my life. I just believe that there were things going on in my childhood that I don't need to remember. Because if I needed to remember them, God would give me that memory. And so I just trust that that blacked out childhood is for His glory and my benefit. And the fuzziness of the rest of it, same thing. Just move forward, move on. It's all good. But because I had a very intense childhood, it did affect me as an adult. And so in the year of 2019, I have actually been stepping into therapy for the first time to deal with some of that childhood mess. And I know there's like different beliefs about counseling and everything, but for me, like, not only is my therapist one of my favorite people, but she's been one of the greatest gifts that God has given me of 2019. And the woman I am today is the direct result of the work that God has done through her in my life. And I can just see that even though I'm in the same spot, the woman that I am is just completely different because of that work. So I don't know, not life advice, but like if you're contemplating going to counseling, I highly recommend it. I would say that it might take a while to get a good counselor that you really like working with, but that's okay. That's really normal. It's okay that personalities don't jive, and I'll be just praying that if that's where you're at, that God will lead you to the right one. But I was thinking today, what I wanted to share in the video, I'm playing with a lotion that I definitely got in 2017. This lotion's 2 years old. It's kind of gross, but yeah, if you hear that, I'm playing with it in the background because I'm a child. Anyway, it's been a really weird, hard summer, and I couldn't until today pinpoint what was so hard about it, because honestly, I had my first adult vacation. So I went on vacation as an adult for the first time with a coworker, and it was so good. It was out of the blue. It was not expected. It was totally amazing. Just so good. And there was a family vacation that was not planned. Normally it's planned 2 years ahead of time, and this was just 2 months ahead of time. And we got away for a week. It was totally chill. Yeah, nothing, just, yeah, good time. And yet this summer I've been really struggling with anxiety, and then after slipped into some depression again, and I was just so confused because I'm it's been actually a really good summer. I couldn't figure out where the anxiety was coming from, because there's nothing I can do to move ahead in anything. I'm not falling behind. I just couldn't figure it out. And I think it's just because I don't know what's next. And so I was having a hard time celebrating and being content in the wilderness. I had a meeting a couple weeks ago, and someone brought up the fact that he felt like he was in a wilderness. And I was like, I don't know, maybe you're not in the wilderness, but you're on the side of the mountain, making your way up, and you're further up from the valley than you think you are. And I wanted to say that to be encouraging, and now I'm like, you know what? There's actually no shame in being in the wilderness. Maybe that's exactly where God needs him right now. And I think that that's exactly where I am, yet again, in the wilderness. And it's been a summer of being given manna, and all summer long, the ironic part is I've been like, hey God, what are you doing? And manna, the actual term is called, what is it? They didn't have a word for what type of food the manna was that fell from heaven. So they were like, it's officially called, what the crap? What is that? And that's been my heart and my attitude of this summer, is God, what are you doing? I don't get it. And you know what? When you have that kind of attitude, it's not that he's going to punish you by having you in the wilderness, but he's going to meet you there in the wilderness and keep giving you manna, because he wants you to worship him and not what he provides. I don't know.